Welcome back to FredTalk. I am your host, Freddie Valoy. This is part 2 of what turns women off. Now, these answers are based off Instagram questions that I ask every week. I ask questions or I do polls. You know, we do tournaments. We have fun, bro. Just come on by, hit up the Instagram, share my stuff. The only way I grow, if you really fucking with me, some people are like, why aren't you famous yet? It's like, I guess that's the thing. Is like, why don't you share my stuff? If you've shared it, take a seat. But if you have not, please share this episode or something you like of mine with one person and be like, yo, follow the dude. I like him, or his head's kind of big, but he's cool. You just whatever you got to say, just be honest. All right. The last one we ended off that I didn't give a good explanation to was big turnoff for women is lying. Now, this is a touchy subject. That's not touchy. I've been a lying piece of shit, right? I'm a guy, I'm a funny dude with the gift of gab, and I've used that for evil in my younger years. You know what I'm saying? Lying to women, lying to people to prop myself up and all that shit. I've been single the wrong way, which is lying to women, trying to play the game, juggling multiple women, living with that anxiety. I don't know how y'all motherfuckers do it. And then I've been single the right way, and every single time it's just more fulfilling. You feel more like a man when you don't lie, like even little lies. And you got to find a way to compassionately be honest, right? You can't just be a cocksucker and just be telling the truth. I tell it how it is. But there's better ways to say things to get your message across. Because the better you say it, the more the message gets across. And that's what you want. And this girl says, if a girl is asking the question 9 out of 10 times, she knows the answer. I agree. And I think they can also tell when you're lying because generally speaking, I think women are better liars than men. So they know what's up. So don't lie. I'm telling you. If you're watching this on video, look at me. Don't lie. Like, so many people are lying. Instagram's a big fucking lie. Such a lie. Being honest and authentic is at such a rare thing that just a little bit of it goes a very long way. Like fentanyl, you know? I've coached, I'm going to quote unquote coach men, a few of them on just being more honest and not lying to women. And in one instance, I was talking to 2 dudes at the same time, right? We're sitting in the room. They're both like single dudes dating. And I was telling them, like, I'm telling you, bro, just be honest. You would be surprised. Because the reason guys lie is because they don't want to decrease their chances of getting the pussy, or they don't want to have the pussy run away if they feel like they're being too honest. This seems too brutal. This seems too honest. It's going to make them not want to sleep with me, whatever. I'm telling you, it'll work way better the other way. The overall amount of women you will get or attract will be about the same over a longer period of time, and the quality will be much better. I've done this with multiple dudes, and the guys that commit to being honest from first date and on, they have more fulfilling experiences with the women. They feel more, this is a quote, feel more like a man, right? Because at the end of the day, men shouldn't really be sneaking around. And I'm just speaking for men. I know women, women shouldn't be. I ain't a woman. I ain't going to fucking talk on that. I just feel like a bitch sneaking around, right? I just feel like sneaking around is for like the CIA and shit like that. I don't want to be sneaking around. It just feels like a bitch move. It feels like you're scared of somebody. And it will make you just feel better, like within. If you claim to be a spiritual person and you're trying to pop from within, not lying is the first way to do it. And from a female's perspective, I talked to my sister about the same thing. My sister's pretty much like the girl version of me. Same thing. She was a lying piece of shit. Now she's not. And you just feel better. You feel more like at peace, at one. You're not trying to remember the lies you told and this and that. I've gone back and just do not lie to women. They know, bro. They can feel it. They're more in tune. They can feel it. So I was talking to the 2 dudes, and one of them, I gave him the whole spiel I gave you. One of them went on a date the next day and told the girl, and I gave him the words to say. It was like, I want to hang out. I want to connect with you. I want to treat you right, but I don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. It'll organically come up. I'm not saying you got to walk in with a sheet of paper, but like, hey, sign here, sign here. So it organically came up. He told the girl, he said that the feeling he had when he was walking around, this was in Raleigh, so it's like a smaller city type thing. He said he just felt better. He could walk with his chest up high through the street because he didn't feel like he was hiding anything. He didn't feel like, oh shit, who's around the corner? This, and that. It made for a better date. Made out with the girl, blah, blah, blah. The other guy he said he couldn't find the right time to have the conversation, which is bullshit. This was 2 weeks in. He's like, I just don't know when. I just don't know. I'm like, dog, you just don't want to do it. He's just, just do it. Just be, and it'll be, I'm telling you, just from personal experience, the visceral reaction you get. It's like the girl's like, oh my God, he's fucking being honest. I found one that's being honest. So many people are lying these days. That honesty goes a very long way. All right, spent a little more time on that one, but just don't lie. It'll make your life better. And I'm speaking from a place of I used to be a liar, and I'm a recovering lying piece of shit. Bad grammar. Yeah. I mean, I think inherently bad grammar, but like sometimes it's fun to have fun, I tell my girl, she'd be like, you always do this. I was like, I do be doing that. That's not proper grammar, but it's fun. And it's kind of the way I talk. So, also don't judge people's intelligence off grammar, right? Because there's grammar Nazis out there, right? They say, oh, but like, sometimes speaking properly all the time is just not fun. Like imagine Def Jam comedy if it was the correct grammar. Like there's a time and a place. Life's about reading the room. There's a time and a place. Seriously. Sometimes using bad grammar can better help you get a message across and communicate. You just got to figure out when and how that works for you. Excessive drinking is another turnoff for women. Excessive drinking, 10 beers after work is ridiculous. You can tell this girl's coming from personal experience. She was dating a guy that was like drinking 10 beers after work. And she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, babe, I'm not drunk, babe. I promise. I'm not drunk. I'm just buzzing harder than I've ever buzzed before. Nobody wants to be with someone that can't keep their shit in control, whether it's another one was porn addiction, gaming, whatever you're doing. You gotta be Ben Franklin about it, bro. You gotta do it in moderation. Everything in moderation, even moderation is what he said. Ben Franklin was dropping bars. Ben Franklin would be on Funkmaster Flex's freestyle if he was still alive today, dropping the hammer. Okay? Long pinky nail. All right. That was another one. One long pinky nail, dude. Come on. Unless you're putting it out there like, I also want a coke fiend, don't do the pinky nail. Even if you do coke, like why would you want the long pink? Like it's just putting too much on blast. And there's just so many other ways you could do cocaine that don't call you out for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Remember, guys, this is a pro cocaine podcast. I'm not saying don't do coke. I'm just saying chill with the long fingernails. That little vial from Cruel Intentions, that was cool. I've never seen that before during my coke days. I don't do coke anymore, but there's a coke window. I've covered it before, guys. You have to take advantage of the coke window because it'll make you a better husband, a better father, a better employee in the long run. If you can get out of the coke window. Some people try to jump out the coke window and they hit the head on the top and then, ruins their whole shit. But victim mentality, when he can't address past traumas, guys, go to therapy. No bitch ass niggardry. Women do not want that. They don't want to deal with your emotional shit. If you can go to therapy, do it. I don't know if I mentioned it on this one, but definitely on the last one. It's $200 for a session. Go once a month and it will completely change your life for the better after a couple sessions. I promise you. It'll reshape what you think about therapy and the cost and all that shit. $100 to $200 a month. That's how much a session costs. And if you go once a month, that is more than enough. A month's a good time frame too, where you could like set goals. You could like work on the things you did and then go back. Does not make plans. This is another one. Does not make plans. Women want you to make plans. They would love for you to pop up on the scene, especially if you have a girlfriend, longtime girlfriend. I'm just now getting better at this now. This is something I'm almost 10 years in. This is something that I just got better at like year 8-ish, maybe. Like make plans, book the flights. Hey, do this. Hey, put a dress on. We're going somewhere. Where? You'll see. Come on. Guys, got to take a break in the episode to let you know to support our sponsor, Own the Chaos, at ownthechaos.com to sign up for their stock watch list. This is a useful email that you're going to get, guys. It's the 5 stocks to watch that day, all right? You listen to this podcast to laugh, to think, to get your funny up. Well, these guys are giving you a chance to get your money up. And you can catch me there every Thursday at 3:30, making finance funny. Go to ownthechaos.com and sign up for their stock watch list. All right, now back to the show. This one girl says, blows his nose. Take that to the other room. I think she's being funny, but this is hilarious. She's like, bitch, if you got allergies, I don't even want to hear it. Oh, pollen's fucking you up, you weak bitch. You getting taken out by flower fluff? Another turnoff for women, texting 4-page letters / war and peace novels. Yo, yeah. Texted 4-page letter, war and peace novels. Yeah. I like to keep text messaging at a minimum, and just that way you have shit to talk about on the first date, right? Get a couple of the who's, the has, that. Let's set up a date to meet, and let's keep it at that. That way you can do the real life stuff. Another person says, talk. Oh, this is the number one answer. This one was repeatedly responded the most times, is some version of this. Talks really bad about every one of his exes. Bro, if you're talking bad about, like, we all fuck up, right? We get caught lacking every now and then, you know? We're with someone, we get manipulated, shit, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're on talking shit about ex number 3, like, you're the problem. You're the problem, Poppy. It's not her. It's you. You either don't know how to set boundaries. At some point, you have to take accountability. If you constantly find yourself in a situation, you got to take the accountability on you. Also, you should want, like, after that phase of, like, especially if you get broken up with where you fucking hate the person, once you've recovered from that, you should be wishing the best for your exes. Like, when I look and I see my exes doing well, crushing it, I'm like, fuck yeah. Because I think that's kind of a reflection on you, right? Like, if you look back and all your exes are, like, in jail, robbing people, and you're like, fuck yeah, bitch, you're in jail, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, that doesn't look good on you. It's just weird. I'd be like, yo, what kind of decisions have I been making? Is the one I'm with also going to be in jail soon? I'd be questioning my whole existence at that point. Not setting definite plans. I'll hit you up sometime this week. Yeah. You want, you want to set a date. Also, it lets you know, this probably comes from a guy that feels like he has options, so he doesn't want to commit. So ladies, look out for that one. The guy that's like, sometime this week. I would send sometime this week and laughing. Be like, what the hell are you talking about? Are we going to go out or not? And put them on the spot. Put people on the spot respectfully, guys. It's okay to do that. We've been brainwashed in this society to feel like if you call somebody out on their shit, I'm talking about respectfully too, that you're this confrontational person. And if that's the case, fine. But at least you save your sanity. Don't forego your sanity to be nice and acquiesce to all the bullshit of society. Fuck that. All right, this one girl, this is a unpopular opinion. She said she does not want her man to cry. This goes against everything that's going on now, where it's like men should show emotion, blah, blah, blah. But it also goes back, I think the first episode I said when I talked about therapy is like, this is the best part about having a therapist, because you could, as a man, cry in therapy, process the right way without any judgment and whatever. And then you can go out if you really don't want to express that to a woman, because there have been times, ladies, where a guy expresses him, like cries in front of a woman or expresses his hurt and his pain, and it later gets used on him. I've heard this plenty of times. They'll use it against him in an argument. You fucking bitch, like, blah, you crying ass bitch, blah, blah, blah. This is where therapy is big, man. We need to cry. Happy movies are a good way to cry. Pixar movies, Inside Out, Up. Here's some suggestions of some good happy cries you might be able to have. Or, Onward is another one. Same thing. Talks bad about other women he's dated. If you can't stand out on your own, then you're trash. That's going back to the other thing. Makes sexist joke or comment off the bat that isn't funny, bro. If you're gonna, this jokey joke shit ain't for everybody, bro. Don't go repeating some joke that you heard on some movie quote or you heard your boy say, and then you try to say that on a first date. unless you're trying to self-sabotage the date, in which case that's weird. Ordering for me. So this girl does not want you to order for her. Telling me how my body works. You really shouldn't be telling women. Don't tell them anything. Ask questions. That's how you learn more. You know, like if you're trying to tell jokes and they ain't working, ask questions. It'll help educate you so that you can make better jokes. Don't tell them how their body works. Ask questions like what that mouth do, you know? Mom obsession. This one's big. I'm telling you, healthy boundaries with the parents is a must because parents want to play fucking they want to play. That's not a puppet. That's a Jack in the Box, but you get where I'm going with that. I've seen this before where it's like, you know, I don't know. The parents are the advisors in the worst way possible. Because you can go to your parents for advice and shit like that, but you don't want. One thing I've seen that I've said I'll never do is being the guy that's the politician between his girl and his mom, where they're not being honest to either parties to try to keep the peace. This is that like avoid confrontation bullshit, and it just doesn't solve anything. It doesn't make for meaningful relationships. So set healthy boundaries with your parents, and parents set healthy boundaries with your kids. Because one of my older followers said that they'll have kids that fucking jump into the older parents' life. Like I think maybe when they hit in the 60s, the kids get, you know, they're a little more autonomous. They're in their 30s and they want to interject into the older parents' life as well when they have their own things going on. So set those healthy boundaries. Mom obsession. Yeah. Let's see. No smoking. That was in the first one. Let's see. Talk shit about exes. Don't like cats. We covered that on the first one. This person says, trying too hard to be funny, it's painful. Read the room, guys. Read the room. This girl says, when they tie their shoes with 2 bunny ears. I am vehemently against that one. Wants the remote. Okay. Owning a cat. Weaponized incompetence. This is when a guy will purposely do things wrong so that they never have to get asked again to do it. That's a weird one. Weaponizing incompetence is weird because all it's going to get you is either a nagging woman, a woman that's constantly yelling at you, or a woman that just detaches, which is that means she's fucking done. She just detaches from you, doesn't care. Yeah. But what about regular incompetence? Because that's where I'm at. I think I'm just regular incompetent. Like Rachel will have to repeat things to me and I forget. And she was like, you always remember your stuff. And so when she started saying that, I started keeping note of things that I would remember that are also important to me. And then finally she realized like, oh, he's just kind of sometimes a stupid motherfucker. I tell you guys all the time, I'm an idiot. And I mean it. When he treats service people poorly, we got that one. Heavily modifying their car. Like, why would you put money into a depreciating asset? She doesn't want to date any Vin Diesels. Ooh, indecisiveness. Dude, don't be indecisive. Do it or don't. Decide on it. Don't drag everyone down. This is kind of on the same thing of his victim mentality. Like constantly, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to break up with this person, or it gets, after a while, it's broken record type shit. Pretending to pay for dinner and saying, nah, you don't have to do that as I'm actually paying. That's another thing a girl said. And to that, all I got to say is city boys up, baby. Go get that free spaghetti, fellas. Body odor. We covered that on the first one. Dry your balls, clip your nails. This lady also says, poor communication, fellas. Learn how to communicate. Effectively communicating is hot as hell. I've watched women get wet real time. I've watched them get wet real time when you communicate effectively, okay? This one girl says, arms straight, hands and fist at sides, and then shakes his penis real back and forth real fast, right? So she doesn't want the dick going up and down. I clarified on this. She doesn't mind side to side dick, like when you go right? Side to side dick is good, but the up and down dick messes with her vertigo. So just if you get with this person, just be aware. Some women have vertigo. When is the helicopter appropriate? We'll never know. That's kind of like on a case-by-case basis. Ask the woman about the helicopter. Last two here, guys. Trying to be cool and not communicating or committing to plans. Not a cute look. Commit to the plans. Also, never try to be cool. By definition, that means you're not cool when you're trying to be cool. Just be yourself. It is very uncomfortable at times, but long term, it'll work out better for you, right? Don't try to stifle your laugh. I just learned recently in this past month that people will hide their laugh. Like most people don't laugh, like, which now makes sense because people always comment on my laugh. You know, my shit is like, ha ha, you know, it's a cackle. And I'm like, why do people say my laugh's so contagious? And it's just because I'm just laughing with no restrictors. I don't got the governors on my lap, bro. Like, just laugh. What the fuck? Now I understand why the world is so fucked up. We're afraid to laugh, dude. How crazy is that? That is so fucking sad. Don't stifle your laugh and don't try to do the cool guy laugh where you're like, one of my favorite Kevin Hart jokes is the one that thugs don't laugh. Because that was something like in my high school. I remember my goal was like, I'm going to make the thuggest niggas in the school laugh. And me and my buddy achieved that. But I remember being like, why is it like, I guess I didn't realize it then. But I was like, why don't people laugh? Everybody's too cool to laugh. That's what I used to say. Everybody's too cool to fucking laugh. And then when you get them to laugh, you're like, yeah, I fucking got him. Broke him. Got him. Last one, guys. Last one for what turns women off. And this should be like, should be a common knowledge by now. No unsolicited dick pics. No unsolicited dick pics. I'm going to take it a step further. And I'm going to tell you this. If a girl asks for a dick pic, fellas, don't send it. I don't give a fuck. Don't ask for her fucking pictures either. Unless you're one of these ladies, because there are weird dudes that just like to keep a fucking CIA folder of naked women and shit. But I'm telling you, fellas, don't ask for the fucking the photos and never send a dick pic to a girl you're trying to get with. You can send it to like a girlfriend that you're never gonna fuck because it's funny, whatever. If you have that relationship with girls, I know a lot of guys don't. Don't send dick pics. The only time you should send a dick pic is to your boy. That's it. I will send my boys dick pics. I haven't in a minute, which means I just reminded myself, fellas, you're about to get some dick pics. Because it's funny. Because you know your boy opened the phone and he goes, shit, what the fuck? Oh, damn it. Right? Another one, you could have a boner under the sheet and have send that one, right? It leaves a little bit more to the imagination. But don't send women dick pics. And if they ask for them, do not send the dick pic. It will work out better for you in the long run. Because most dudes send them unsolicited, or if the girl asks, they're like ready to go. Like, yeah, here's the there's no right angle of your dick, bro. Don't send a dick pic. Guys, that's it for the Fred Talk podcast. Follow me on Instagram at Freddie Valoy. Share these episodes with your friends. Help me grow here. Check out my Instagram story for stand-up dates. I will be in New York. I'm in Harlem on Wednesday, 8 p.m. at Beer Run Harlem. And I just picked up a show in downtown Manhattan at Bitter End. It's a midnight show at Bitter End in New York City. That's going to be April 13th and April 15th. But check my Instagram for more dates. I will be at the Pinhook in Durham on Thursday, March 28th or something like that. It's like the last Thursday of March. But just go on my Instagram, hit me up, answer my questions, join the polls, join the fun, baby. The world is burning. Bye.